The number one reason why women leave faithful betas for cheating alphas. And this is something that happens very commonly. You might have experienced this yourself, right? Or you might have known somebody who has, where this woman left a very faithful, very loyal beta provisioner who took care of her, who invested in her for years and years, for some cheating alpha she just met at the club less than a week ago. Very, very cold, harsh, red pill truth is that some women can leave you at the drop of a hat, right? Just leave you high and dry and not even think twice about it. And obviously this is not all women, okay? And I'm saying that as a professional pickup artist. I go out all the time. I've met a good number of women. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I will say a good number of women who don't do this. They won't leave their faithful, loyal beta, even though they know they can replace him. They know they could get a higher value male. They know they could get a guy with more money. They don't do it, right? Some of it is out of guilt, and some of it is out of morals. A lot of it is out of their religious beliefs, that they're just not gonna go there. Most women, especially most women today who've been brainwashed to believe that, oh, it's all about me, live for the moment, YOLO, YOLO, who cares about tomorrow? For most women like that, most bad women, most damaged goods, these women are gonna do it, right? They have no problem leaving you if you've been faithful to them for years and years and you've emotionally and financially invested in them. Even like say you got married with them, had a family with them, bought a house with them, they could still leave if they meet some guy that they're more attracted to. And the number one reason why a woman would leave a faithful beta for a cheating alpha male is simply this: mental stimulation and emotional entertainment. That's really all it boils down to. Of course, guy's hot. Ooh, can't wait to jump into bed with this guy. Oh, he looks so hot. Oh my gosh. Wonder what he looks like. He probably has a six-pack. What that really all boils down to is mental stimulation and emotional entertainment. Because women who are generally apt to do this, which again we consider bad women, damaged goods, women like that, women who've been brainwashed by feminism, the type of women to do this who are going to leave their man after so many years for some guy that they barely know. These chicks live for mental stimulation. They live for emotional entertainment. Their man that they have at home has stopped providing that. Okay, he has stopped providing that. And this is why I teach you guys to stay away from these type of girls where it becomes a job to keep them from getting bored. It becomes a job to keep them from becoming destructive, you know, instead keeping them entertained, keep them happy, you know. And I've literally seen these guys out there, you know, we call them beaten dogs with these women that you could tell they're just worn out, man. They're just worn out. They have no life left in them. They have no energy left. They've just given up on life. They're like literally thrown in the towel on their goals, their hopes, their dreams. They're just giving up on all of it for this girl who is just a bad woman, who is going to cheat on him at the drop of a hat, who's going to leave him soon as that next Chad comes along, soon as that BBD comes along. She's going to be like, oh, I'm going to see if the grass is actually greener this time. Probably is. I bet it's greener this time. This guy seems better. He seems better. I'm going to take my chances. The number one reason why these women do this is really that mental stimulation and emotional entertainment. It's like they can't just function in a healthy relationship. They just can't function with a good guy, right? They just don't want to take on the responsibility of being in an adult relationship that's monogamous, where she's not banging other guys behind his back, guys at her work, her neighbors. These are not the type of women you want to be with. And these women will always just hightail it whenever they see a hotter guy, whenever a guy that is the least bit cute but has more money than you comes along. These girls will just hightail out because they think they can do better than you. If you are really honest with yourself, that has basically been the pattern in your relationship with this girl, is that she has constantly tried to replace you, right? She's constantly looking for somebody else. Or you might have even caught her while you're with her, like looking at other guys. right? I've caught plenty of women like checking me out like while they're with their boyfriend. I mentioned this before, like more than a few girls, more than a few times. I'll be standing behind the girl and her boyfriend in line, and the girl will like turn around and like just kind of like signal me. And just sometimes I'll like play around and like, you know, and then she'll be like, it's like, why are you doing this in front of your boyfriend, man? These are the type of girls though that will actively go out and seek out that mental stimulation and emotional entertainment that they could get from somebody else who is willing to provide that for them when you stop providing that, right? You don't want to be in a relationship where it's become a job keeping her from self-destructing, where she doesn't have anything going on in her own life, anything of importance, anything that she values, whereas she can kind of like shift her focus towards something more productive versus destructive. These girls also will tend to sabotage a relationship, right? I mean, that's no shocker. I've always said the girl is either helping to build a relationship or she is trying to destroy the relationship. These girls can have a loyal beta that they were with for years and years, treated her right, treated her good, did everything they possibly could to keep her happy, bought her all the things that she asked for. I mean, these guys were basically, if we were to grade these guys as far as their relationship performance, they would get an A as far as like the way he treated her. They don't appreciate that. Because they're damaged, they can't appreciate that. They can't receive it. Okay, they can't receive it. That's the word I'm looking for. They can't receive it, so they don't value it. Instead, they see it as a sign of weakness. Like, oh, this guy's trying to make me happy. He's weak. He's weak. I need to be with this cheating alpha. He's strong because he doesn't care about me. He abuses me. He treats me like garbage. And he goes behind my back. He's just like me. That's what she views as alpha, you know, because he's providing that mental stimulation and that emotional entertainment. He's making her cry. He's making her drop tears. He's making her kick rocks. He's making her happy, sad. I mean, all at the same time. He's making her feel all these like crazy emotions all at once that her normal boyfriend or her normal husband at home who's faithful to her is unable to make her feel because he's actually a good guy, right? So it's usually these bad guys who are just kind of like abusive that way, emotionally, mentally, maybe even sometimes physically, that the girl gets turned on by, right? And there was even some statistic that they don't like to release as far as like women's shelters go, where like women who are abused, like physically abused by their partners, go to this shelter to kind of rehab themselves, and then they release them from the shelter. So statistically, a lot of these guys just find another abuser. So even after they go to the shelter, get help, rehab themselves, get better, when they get back out there and start dating again, they just find themselves another abuser. It's like they gravitate towards that. It's like they don't want good men, they want bad men. So this is the number one reason that women leave faithful betas for cheating alphas. That mental stimulation and that emotional entertainment, even though it's usually bad, negative, dangerous, right? Emotionally, mentally, psychologically damaging to her. A lot of times these girls end up having PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from like some of these like bad men that they dated, you know, when at one time in their lives they actually had a good guy. They had a good guy who was providing for them, who was taking good care of them, that was faithful to them, that they didn't appreciate, that they pissed on. And they moved on to this guy who's like horrendous. And it's sad but true, right? Sad but true. But again, this is mostly the bad women, damaged goods, and most women who've been brainwashed by feminism. Hate to say it, but that is the number one reason women leave faithful betas for cheating alphas. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. This is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you subscribe. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, YouTube doesn't like to promote my coaching videos. I wonder why, right? So I need your help, and the way you can help me is by actually subscribing to my channel, The 33 Secrets. That way you will be notified. You will be the first to know whenever I upload a awesome high value, fresh coaching video to my channel. You'll be the first to hear about it. Okay? You'll get the notification on your cell phone. And you'll be like, oh, M just uploaded, gotta watch this. So make sure you're subscribed as well. And for you guys who want to support all of this high value, high content, red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you guys, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching you guys how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students out there all around the world are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making this happen every single week. No matter what type of racial division is going on in the world, no matter what type of virus is going on, we are continuing to go out there and cold approach these girls and take life by the balls, as I teach you to in my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. And it's real easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.